Hello students, today we are going to see chapter number 15, Fun with Magnets. So let's proceed. Look at the image. In first image you can see pins in a pin holder do not fall even when it is held upside down. Why this so? Why it is happening? Because these needles are attracted to that cap. That's why they are not falling down. Then what is such strange thing attached on the cap? There is a magnet. For this magnet, to this magnet, the needles are attached. That's why they are not falling down. Also, while we are shutting the door of a fridge, we find that it closes automatically from a certain distance and does not open unless pulled again. This is because the magnet is placed at the opening of the fridge on both the sides. That's why when we take the door closer towards the fridge, the door automatically closes. A magnet is used in these gadgets. A magnet is fitted in the cap of a pin holder and in the door of a fridge. Iron object sticks to a magnet. That is, nails and the fridge door is made up of iron which it is sticking to the magnet. Therefore, the material to which objects made from iron, nickel, cobalt, etc. get attracted is called a magnet. This property of a material is called magnetism. So let us understand how are we going to identify which are magnetic materials and which are not. So to do that, let's do a simple activity. Take a mixture of sand, pieces of paper, sawdust, iron fillings and pins in a saucer as shown in the image. Now what you have to do, you have to take a magnet and pass around the mixture. What do you see there? You see that the iron fillings, nails get attracted to the magnet. As in the image shown, try this in your home. This means iron fillings and nails are magnetic materials. That is, the materials that stick to a magnet are called magnetic materials. The metals iron, cobalt, nickel are magnetic materials, while those that do not stick to a magnet are called non-magnetic materials. In saucer, sand, pieces of paper, sawdust, these were non-magnetic materials present. Magnets can have a variety of shapes depending on their uses. As in the figure you can see, there are so many different kind of magnets kept here. First, that is horseshoe type, then ring shaped, cylindrical shape. There is a compass. Compass shows the direction, north south. Always the magnet is pointing towards north south direction. And there is button shape. There is a bar magnet. These are various man-made magnets which we use in everyday. When a magnet attracts an object, that object is displaced due to the magnetic force. In places like factories, ports, garbage dispots, large objects are shifted from place to place. For this purpose, cranes with magnets are used. Work is done by magnetic force. This shows that magnetism is a kind of energy. Now let's understand characteristics of magnet. Let's do a small experiment here. Tie a thread to the center of a bar magnet and hang it from a stand as shown in the figure. Note the direction in which the magnet settles and turn it around again. Let it settle and note the direction again. Do this many times. What do you observe? We observe that a magnet always settles in the north-south direction. Now let's see the second characteristics. For that, we need some iron fillings. Iron fillings means powder of iron and a bar magnet. So what we are going to do is place some iron fillings on a sheet of paper and pass the bar magnet over them. Pick up the bar magnet by holding it in the center. What do you see? To which part of the magnet do most of the iron fillings stick? That is, at the corner. You can see in the image, the person is holding the magnet in his hand, and at the corner only most of the iron fillings are stuck. So what that means? That means the magnetic force is concentrated at the two ends or poles of a magnet. That is, the second characteristic is the magnetic force is concentrated at the two ends or poles of a magnet. Try this also at your home. Let's see the third characteristics. That is, if a magnet is divided into two parts, two independent magnets are formed, which you can see in the image. It means that the two poles of a magnet cannot be separated from each other. Every time we cut a bar magnet, we are always going to get two poles with it. If we further cut the bar magnet, again we will get two poles. So this is going to happen as many times as we are going to cut the bar magnet. The big bar magnet is cut into two pieces. The next two pieces again have north and south pole. Again, when it is cut further, same we get again north and south poles. That means we are always going to get two poles at the end. Those two poles are north and south. Now let's see the fourth characteristics of magnet. For this we need a stand, we need a bar magnet, and we need an iron bar and some iron fillings. How it is placed you see in the diagram. Fix a powerful bar magnet to a stand as shown in the figure. Fix an iron bar at a short distance below the magnet. Take iron fillings near the iron bar. After some time, take away the magnet. What do you see? Iron fillings stick to the iron bar when magnet is near it and falls off as soon as the magnet is taken away. That is, the magnetism in the bar vanishes. This means that a magnetic material acquires magnetism when placed near a magnet. This magnetism is called induced magnetism. In the first one you can see when the bar magnet is very close to the iron bar, iron fillings got stuck to iron bar. In the second one you can see when the bar magnet was taken away from the iron bar, you can see all the iron fillings fell down. So that is a magnetic material. Who is magnetic material here? The magnetic material is iron bar. It is acquiring magnetism when the bar magnet was near it. As soon as the bar magnet got separated from the iron bar, all the iron fillings fell down. The magnetism in the iron bar got finished, that is vanished. Now let's see the fifth characteristics, attraction and repulsion in magnets. You have played with magnets many times, right? You have seen that two magnets get attract and sometimes these two magnets repel. Why this happens so? Because there is a characteristic of magnet, that is, there is repulsion between like poles of magnet. Like poles means if north and north poles are brought together, they will surely repel. If south and south poles are brought together, they are also going to repel, as you can see in the image. But if north and south pole are brought near, then they are surely going to get attracted. This shows that there is a repulsion between like poles. Like poles means north-north poles or south-south poles of two magnets. If brought together, they are going to repel. And if north-south or south-north two magnets are brought near, then they are surely going to get attracted. So here is an activity given. Try this activity at your home. To do this, you need a needle or a nail and a bar magnet or any kind of magnet that you have at your home. So what we are going to do is take a needle or nail, place it steady on a table, keep on rubbing a magnet over it from one end to the other end as shown. You can see from A to B you have to keep on rubbing it. You can see the arrow direction also shown in image, right? So you have to keep on doing it for 7 to 8 times. Now take few pins near the needle or nail and see what it happens. In this way, magnetic object acquire magnetism. Of this kind is temporary. It lasts for a short while. That is, what happens is as you rub 7 to 8 times on that needle or nail, it acquires some magnetism. And as soon as you take that needle near the pins, it will attract. But after some times, the pin will fall down because the magnetic property or the magnetism what was stored in the needle will get vanished. That is, we are able to form an artificial magnet which is temporary. Now let's see activity number 2. Here we are going to make an electromagnet. The name itself says this is an electro. Electro means using electricity we are going to make a magnet. So how we are going to do? We need a nail, a battery and some wire. Okay, let's see. Take an iron nail of about 10 centimeter length and 1 meter long insulated copper wire, a battery cell, pins or other magnetic objects. Wind the copper wire around the nail as shown in the figure. Join both the ends of the wire to cell. Now take the pins near the head of the nail. What do you see? You see that this nail is attracting the pins. This is what is electromagnet. Means what? Using electricity and some wire and a magnetic material, we have created magnetism in that magnetic material. This is how amazing, right? So try this at your home. While doing this activity, we can see that the pins stick to the nail. Now stop the electric current and see what happens. Means take out the battery from the setup that you made, that is from wire you take out the battery and check. What happens is the pins sticking to the nail fall off. Why does this happen? Because magnetism is produced in the nail due to electric current. If we take out the electric current, the magnetism vanishes from the nail. Such a magnet is called as electromagnet. In this also, the magnetism is temporary. Means as soon as we remove the electricity, the current, the magnetism goes. That's why we call it as temporary magnetism. Let's see some uses of electromagnet. Just now we made a electromagnet, right? So where these electromagnets are used? The electromagnet what we saw in activity is very small, but in day-to-day life there are very huge electromagnets made. Let's see them. For example, it is used in the instruments such as doorbell and a crane. You have seen crane, how it lifts the big materials. So in crane also there is a electromagnet. On the other hand, the magnet fixed to a pin holder or the door of a cupboard are permanent magnets. Permanent magnets are made up of mixture of nickel, cobalt and iron. For example, the material Alnico is a mixture of aluminium, nickel and cobalt. Here in the images you can see MRI scanner. There is a crane which is lifting the huge metals. In phone, electromagnets are used. In the swiping machine, where you swipe the cards, there also electromagnet is used. In the digital board, in the doorbell, there also the electromagnet is used. Up till now, we learned how can we create magnetism. But magnetism can be destroyed also. So how we are going to protect it? Let's see that. Magnetism gets destroyed when a magnet is heated, thrown, knocked about or broken into pieces. Therefore, it is important to store magnets carefully. A piece of soft iron is placed in a box in which a magnet is kept. The bar of soft or pure iron protects the magnet. Therefore, such a bar is called magnet keeper. You can see for that horseshoe magnet, the magnet keeper is kept. So this magnet keeper is made up of soft or pure iron. So If we have a magnet, we should not throw it, we should not hammer it, neither we should put it into the fire. We should always protect it by keeping it in a pure iron or soft iron protecting case. Summary: iron, nickel, cobalt are magnetic metals. Magnets settle along the north-south direction when suspended freely. Magnetism is concentrated near the poles. The poles of a magnet cannot be separated. Electromagnetic energy is used in our day-to-day life. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.